Hey docs, Dr. Dane Donohue here, and I want to talk to you about one of the 11 core competencies of running an incredible functional wellness style practice. And this core competency really falls in line with the connect, discover, respond model. You connect in your consultation. Discover is the discovery process in your exam, and then the respond process happens in the report of findings. But I want to specifically talk about doing an incredible examination. I think this is really important. This discovery part to me has four parts. The very first part, after I get done my consult, and I know I have 18 questions in my consultation, my last question leads me right in to the discovery part, which is the examination. And the first thing that I'm going to do is explain and manage my patient's expectations by telling them what it is that I'm looking for to know whether I can help them, and what it is that I'm looking for to know whether I can help them in my practice. And I think that that really puts patients at ease when they know that there's a specific set of criteria that you're looking for to know whether you can help this patient with their healthcare challenge or their healthcare goal. So again, we do maybe 2-3 minutes of explaining chiropractic, subluxation, how the spine and nervous system work, that we're looking for motion alignment in the spine, that we're also going to do a functional wellness exam to look at their overall physiology to see what other healthcare challenges that they're having that we possibly could help them with. The second part, so that's part number one, is manage your expectation and explain what you're about to do. Number two is, I find it incredible, but we're chiropractors. We've got to be able to assess, in my estimation, we've got to assess posture, we've got to assess alignment and motion in the spine. We got to be chiropractors. Chiropractic is based on subluxation and subluxation's relationship to the nervous system. So we look at subluxation. We look for things like asymmetry in their postural scales, the bilateral scales. We look at digital postural pictures to see AP and lateral views to see any asymmetries in their posture or their alignment. We look at digital x-rays and motion studies. We do a functional movement screen on their spine to see how their spine and their hips and their lower back and their neck and their shoulders are moving. And I think this is just essential. If you are a chiropractor, it's so important to show people, not tell them. And remember that 92% of learning happens visually. So when you can show somebody a digital postural picture of their posture, when you can show somebody an x-ray or motion study, when you can show somebody a wellness score and they've got a big fat F on it, that really influences the patient in terms of what's going on physiologically with them. And I often get comments after my examination that, Doc, this is the best exam. I've never had any other doctors do that. And that's how you kind of know you're on the right track. Now, number three is what I call manage what you measure and measure what you manage. So always work backwards. You know the services that you offer in your practice. So what are the physiological parameters that you need to measure to show a patient that A, they have a problem that you can help them with, and B, down the road when you do a re-exam, that they've indeed improved in that area of their health. So measure what you manage and manage what you measure. So we look at things like neurospinal health. We look at things like functional fitness. We do, for example, one of the things we do is an in-body scan to scan how well they're doing with their body composition, how many pounds of muscle, how many pounds of fat they have in their body, where compartmentalized is their fat, are they carrying a lot of visceral fat. So that's important to me because we do a lot of weight loss with 8 Weeks to Wellness. So I'm going to measure that because I know I can manage that. I see that people want to get off their lifestyle medication, their statins, their thyroid medication, their anxiety and depression medication, and I know that I can help them if I can give them a good chiropractic adjustment and I can help to change their lifestyle. I can help them improve those other areas of their health that maybe they didn't know I could help them with. And then finally, the last thing is you got to manage the patient's transition into their report of findings. And I think we do a really good job of this in our office. After we're done the consultation, the examination, the CA comes and gets me. I'm usually adjusting. We go back in to that room and I shake the patient's hand. I let them know that, listen, I think you're in the right place, but what I have to do now is I have to look at your x-rays, I have to look at your case and make sure that I'm the right chiropractor for you. I want to make sure that there's nothing on your films that would prevent me from wanting to adjust you. That's really important to me because your x-rays are like a blueprint to know whether there's something there that would prevent me from wanting to adjust you. And I've had that happen in my 25-year career many times. where I referred that patient out and or co-managed that case with another doctor. So again, the 4 parts, guys, real quick, is explain what you're doing, manage the patient's expectation right from the beginning, what you're looking for, what you're not looking for, to know whether you can or can't help them. Number 2 is make sure that you're doing postural and assessments for subluxation and for alignment and mobility and neurologic function. Number 3 is make sure you're measuring what you manage, make sure you manage what you measure. And the last thing, make sure you do a good transition into the report of findings. We actually schedule 2 visits. Not only do we schedule their report of findings, and I schedule that as soon as possible, but we also schedule something called a Better Results Faster class. And this is where I explain to them we're going to go over the things outside the office, so they know, that they have responsibilities and I have responsibilities. And if they do the right things outside of the office, they're going to get better results faster. And ultimately, that's going to save them time in my office, and it's going to save them money in my office, which again, they appreciate. The word doctor means teacher. So we got to be able to teach our patients what their responsibilities are outside of the office. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hope it helps you to be more prepared for your examinations and do just kick butt examinations to wow your patients.